Looks like we are live. Saying we are, so yeah. We are live to this stream. I don't know if it's gonna be the greatest, but I will try to make it well. But welcome to the stream. I'm just going over like MLB previews. What to expect from these games and like looking at the ALDS, NLDS, given my predictions, maybe even my World Series prediction, it might change. It might change after a while. So I don't know. We already got a few people watching, so thanks for stopping on by. Let me know if I'm like glitchy or something, since I'm not in the greatest of areas. Daniel Barry is in here saying, "Yo, what's up, Daniel Barry? Welcome in." Just checking out some latest MLB things. I'm just gonna go over my like predictions, what I think, like who's gonna win in these games. So that's what I have right now. So we'll just see what happens today. Let me see what I got here. And there we go. Should work. Unless my greatness, my internet crashes on me. So anyway, here is the ALDS schedule here. And what I'm looking at right now looks like the Ranger. I'm going to zoom it in a little bit so you guys can probably see it better. Maybe. Boom. Probably might be able to see that one better. So, what the heck is that jewelry? I don't care about Temu. Anyway, what I'm looking at here looks like I'm Rangers and Orioles. Now, that one might be a good one because I think both these teams have really good offenses. They have good pitching staffs. But the question is Texas a little bit better since they did win their division? They came in second place in their division. So did but the Orioles did win the division. Now the question is, are they going to be able to win it? I think this is going to be one of those series that comes down into maybe a 5-game series. I legit think this could go down to a game 5 in Baltimore, depending on who's going to start each and every game. But right now, it looks like game 1. I will go with Baltimore getting the slight edge. I will give them. I probably will give Baltimore credit in this series. I mean, their bats are really hot. They have really good pitching staff. So does Texas, but Texas might not be able to keep up with the energy Baltimore has here in the ALDS. So I got Baltimore winning this series, even though it hurts to say that as a Boston Red Sox fan. But they got the better edge. They do. They got a really good team. Looks like we got Twins and Astros. Wow. I wonder. I wonder. I'm so going with the Astros. I'm so going with Houston. They have the much better pitching staff. Their hitting is way more consistent. Look at the games they have won. Like, look at how I mean, yeah, sure, they've lost a big series or two to really bad teams, but Houston's winning that series. I can guarantee Houston will win that series. It is going to happen. Hawkins the GOAT saying Astros winning the series against the Twins. Yep. 100% agree, Hawkins. 100% agree. I mean, you do have Verlander on the mound. Ober is on, but I still think Verlander is the better pitcher. Verlander is the much better pitcher in this series. So, or at least in this game. The question is, can Houston's lineup do well since Carlos Correa is coming back? Can the Twins pull off if the Twins somehow do win this World Series, or win this series, will they go on a magical run? Probably not at all. But I mean, they have to play the game, so upsets can happen. Upsets can happen at any time. We've seen it before. They're really good against the Twins. So, hey, but we'll see. That's why they got to play the game. And the big game that interests me that I'm probably going to watch a lot is the Phillies and Braves. Now, that's going to be a big series, in my opinion. Rematch of last year in the NLDS. We all remember how that went. Phillies taking the series in 4 games, thoroughly dominating the Braves. Almost somewhat the same lineup. They got Sean Murphy in there. They still got Marcell Ozuna, Ronald Acuna, Michael Harris, all those guys from last year. They got Spencer Strider. They got Charlie Morton. They got everybody on that team. And they made some big additions. But the question is, are they going to fail in the playoffs like they did last year? Now this might come down. This could come down to a Game 4, Game 5 situation. I mean, these two teams are really good against each other. And keep in mind, the Phillies are one of the very big teams that have shown they can beat Atlanta. In Atlanta, too, during the regular season. So, who do they got? They got Suarez on the mound, so it could happen. But the only thing is, the Braves have Spencer Strider on the mound. But the big thing about Strider is he gives up a lot of home runs. So, that could be a huge factor for the Phillies. They do have a high-powered lineup. They got Castellanos in there. They got Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, who's also a power bat. They got a lot of power bats in that lineup. Not to mention that sneaky part of the bottom of the order. They got Rojas, Stott. Especially Stott hitting a grand slam in the Game 2 of the wild card. So anything can happen with this Phillies lineup, but it's going to be tough. Especially, but they can show Charlie Morton is beatable, but Spencer Strider is a different beast. But man, it's gonna come down to the final game. But as of right now, until I see I do have the Phillies winning in 5 games. I have the Phillies going in 5 games. I have the Phillies going on in 5 games against the Braves. That's what I got, or at least so far for Game 1. Now, Game 1 of the NLDS, it says Kershaw is starting. Will Kershaw start? Probably. But it's still to be determined, though, for Arizona. I think it's not Zach Gallen. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who they said they was going to start. I saw it earlier, but saw somebody posted something about, but doesn't matter. The big thing about Arizona is they're a little bit streaky because remember, they led that NL West division earlier on in the season during the All-Star break. They led that division. They were in first place. Dodgers were in third place behind the Giants. So the big thing about me, Arizona was a streaky team heading into the playoffs. Now the question is, they got behind. The Diamondbacks offense showed that they could come back from a lead, especially in that Brewers series. Remember, Game 1, Brewers took a 3-0 lead. Game 2, Brewers took a 2-0 lead. And look what happened. Yeah, the Diamondbacks came right back into the game and would win both games. Now, they can hit the home run ball. It has been showed in that series. Corbin Carroll can do it. Lourdes Gurriel. They all can do it, especially, what's his face, Marte as well. So, I mean, this could come down, but I still think the Dodgers have the better team. They got the better hitters like JD Martinez. They just added Kike Hernandez, who's a really good utility guy, in my opinion. He doesn't hit for power. He's not a really good average guy, but he can get on base. You got JD Martinez. Yeah, his power has gone down over the years, but he is a really good addition to this Dodgers team. He has resurged into that 2018 Red Sox form. So I think the Dodgers just had the better lineup. Mookie Betts, the front about to be. I think it would. I don't know if they named the. I don't know if they named the MVP yet. But if Mookie Betts is in this series, I got Mookie Betts outperforming the Diamondbacks. Plus, the Dodgers have shown they can be on the Diamondbacks. They have shown it this year. So I got the Dodgers winning in 4 games. Yeah, I think the Diamondbacks might steal one in Arizona, make it a 2-1 lead, but eventually lose in probably game 4. So, yeah, they'd have to lose probably in game 4. So I'm going to automatically assume Dodgers go down here in game 1. I'm going to have to assume it just based on the pitching. Just based on the pitching, I'm going down with the Dodgers winning. And their overall power of their lineup. They have a really good squad. Kason in here saying, what's up? What's up, Kason? How are you? Hold on. I'm just going to see how I sound here. I'm not lagging so far. So far, so good, I guess. All right. Oh, I'm not getting tickets for that. Just keep going here. Game 2, there's no NLDS series. There's no NLDS games going on Sunday. Which I don't know if I'm covering anything on Sunday, but this is huge. I mean, Rangers, Orioles, Twins, Astros. Now, who is starting for the Astros? Montgomery. He's good, but he's not that good. He's good. He's not great, but I just don't know how he will perform. Like I said, Texas has that good lineup. Got Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, Adolis Garcia. They're really good. They're really good hitters. How will they do against Grayson Rodriguez? Grayson Rodriguez on the year is a little bit. Rodriguez, though, I'm going to look up the stats against these two teams, see if they. I know they did play each other, so we're going to see how they did so far this year. I know they played well. I know they played against each other before. Yeah, it looks like the Orioles did better. It just looks like the Orioles did a better job against the Rangers. So we'll just have to see here. Yeah, 3 games this season at home. 3 games against the Rangers in Baltimore. The Rangers took 2 out of 3 from the Baltimore Orioles. That was back in early May. And that was May 28th, May 26th through 28th of 2023. The Rangers put up a total of 19 runs against the Orioles. Now, I'm pretty sure they've gotten a lot better since then. They've added some good additions, especially Grayson Rodriguez. They got Jack Flaherty in a deal. They got some really good pitch hitters like Santander. They got Adley Rutschman, Adam Frazier. They got a good lineup top to bottom. So I think in the crowd, I think the Orioles will take this series. Will take game 2 as well. In Twins and Astros, Framber Valdez making the start. Pablo Lopez made an absolute great showing against the Twins. Now, is he going to do it again against the Astros lineup, which is a much better lineup, way better as a team? Especially you got those big hitters, Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, Jeremy Pena. You got a really good team. They have a great team, top to bottom. I don't see many flaws, especially when you're going into Houston to take this juggernaut of a team who just won the AL West division again. Shocker. And they're just a better team. And especially since Valdez has shown he can pitch well, since he did throw a no-hitter earlier this year, but I believe that was against Cleveland. It wasn't against Minnesota. But the big thing in this series, the big storyline I believe in this series is Carlos Correa is coming back to Houston. He is playing in a playoff series against Houston. But will Carlos Correa help guide the Twins? I don't think so. I mean, I believe right now Astros could sweep Minnesota. Just based on pitching with that lineup, everything, that pitching rotation, Valdez is going to absolutely shut down the Twins offense. They didn't put up a lot of runs against Toronto. Yeah, Toronto has really good pitching. They had Jose Barrios, Kikuchi. In total, I can't remember how many runs were scored, but it was not very many. Yeah, their pitching was great, but Toronto is not Houston. Toronto barely limped into the playoffs. Toronto limped into the playoffs as the last playoff spot in the AL wildcard. They almost just got beat out by Seattle. So what are we going to expect from the Twins, who just beat up on some lower tier type of a team in the playoffs? I don't know. We'll see. We will see, guys. Right now, gonna go on to game 3. The game 3s. Hold on. Game 3's on Monday, if it'll load. Oh, there we go. Game 3. The Monday games are all the NLDS. It's only the NLDS on Monday night. So, Phillies and Braves again. You guys already know who it's going to be. Fried against Wheeler. Wheeler showed really good against the Marlins. He was a really good pitcher against Miami, putting up no runs against them. I think it was only giving up 1 run, but he showed he can pitch against this team. He showed it multiple times. I think he can do it again in Atlanta. The Braves have been good this season. Don't get me wrong. They have been absolutely great against them. Wheeler does not have the greatest of postseasons. He's not the greatest postseason pitcher, but I think he'll clutch it up here in Atlanta, get the game 2 win, goes back to Philly in a 1-1 series tie, because we've seen this same thing last year, except the Phillies have gotten better. They have gotten a much better team. Trey Turner's hot. Bryce Harper just came back. Can you imagine this team as well with Rhys Hoskins in that lineup too? I mean, wow. But Rhys Hoskins is out. They added more bullpen depth. The starting pitching's got better. They just acquired Michael Lorenzen. Yeah, he's not the greatest, but he's a good 4th, 5th starting pitcher rotation. Probably when you need him later on in the series. I think he might start game 4. I don't know yet, but it's looking like right now. And officially nothing yet so far. But as of right now, going on through these games, it's looking like clearly that it's going to be this is going to be big playoffs, guys. But right now, I got the Phillies winning in 5 games. I got the Orioles beating out the Rangers in 5 games. I got the the Astros sweeping the Twins. That's the other team. Shoot, I can't remember now. Oh my goodness, guys. I can't remember now. Oh. Yeah, well, that's pretty good. Oh, I got the Dodgers beating the Diamondbacks in 4 games. I was thinking AL team, guys. Sorry, my bad. But once again, it'll be a great playoff race. I know this stream was just slow. I mean, it's only a preview stream, so I'll see if I'll go for a playoff game live. I'll post in the community tab once again. Check that out. But I'm gonna end shop, close up shop here. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in a later stream. Have a great night, everybody.